Is this the end of Twitter as we know it? So at this point, I'm pretty sure you guys have heard the news that Elon Musk is buying Twitter for like $44 billion, which, by the way, I didn't know that Twitter was worth that much money, but somehow Twitter makes like $3 billion a year or something crazy like that. So maybe Elon buying Twitter isn't the dumbest decision he's ever made, but it's still pretty stupid. Now, Elon claims the reason he is buying Twitter is to protect freedom of speech. But a lot of people have called his motives into question. A lot of people are saying he wants to buy Twitter in order to protect his image or to hide things about himself. Although Elon has tweeted out that he hopes even his worst critics remain on Twitter because that's what free speech means. Now, if you're spending like $40 billion on a company, I feel like he has more motives than just free speech. There's no way Elon is doing this out of the kindness of his heart. Obviously, he sees a way to benefit off of buying Twitter. Now, obviously, the benefit isn't his company Tesla because they lost like $100 billion after this deal was announced because apparently he's gonna have to sell a lot of his Tesla stock, and a lot of people got scared and sold their Tesla stock, so now he's like down $144 billion, although I don't know how much of that money is actually his or not. But right now, there's a lot of people who are saying that they're gonna leave Twitter and never come back once Elon is owner. And there's also a lot of people who left due to Twitter's censorship that are now coming back to the platform. And right now, the entire site is just extremely chaotic because no one knows what exactly is gonna happen here or what Elon is gonna do for Twitter. Now, I'm sure you know this already because my entire channel is pretty much documenting the cesspit of toxicity that Twitter is, and I don't think that is gonna change whatsoever now that Elon is buying Twitter. I think it's probably gonna be just as toxic as it ever was. But for the people who think they got banned for unfair reasons, well, now that Elon Musk is in charge of Twitter, that might change, and now you might be able to pretty much say whatever you want. Although, it has come out that Elon is running into troubles because obviously you can't just run a platform as big as Twitter and allow everything to go. You can't allow illegal content up on there, and you can't allow actual hate speech up on there. But maybe this means people will be allowed to be funny on Twitter again without getting banned. Now, Elon has claimed that he wants Twitter to be a politically neutral platform and not just an echo chamber, which is basically what a lot of these Twitter alternatives were becoming. Everyone who got banned on Twitter would go to these crazy, insane sites filled with like the worst people imaginable, and now some of those people might be allowed to be on Twitter again. A lot of people have said that Donald Trump might get unbanned, although he himself has said that he doesn't want to go back to Twitter, but who knows how that's gonna go. A lot of people want Donald Trump to be unbanned because he was like one of the funniest Twitter users. I mean, the guy posted a lot of epic memes. But either way, I'd say that this entire thing is definitely going to be the end of Twitter, as we know it, at least. This will either be the thing that puts the nail in the coffin for Twitter, or maybe this will be the thing that propels Twitter to even more popularity. Who knows, really? But usually when another company or person ends up buying a social media company, things don't go well. I mean, look at Skype. When is the last time that you used Skype or even heard of Skype? Microsoft bought Skype and completely killed it. No one uses it except like 50-year-old grandmas. And then you got Tumblr that was bought a few years ago and they completely killed that site. A lot of times the people or companies that buy these social media companies, they don't actually know how to run them. And it seems like Elon is going to run into a lot of those problems because you can't exactly have a completely free speech platform. That's just not possible given the current political climate and given current laws. But who knows? Maybe this is the beginning of the old internet returning, or maybe it's not. I really don't know. All I'm gonna say is I'm gonna give Elon Musk the benefit of the doubt. I mean, how much worse can Twitter already get? If the people on there don't want to leave now, then what more can Elon do to make the people leave? It seems like Twitter is here to stay for years to come, and I highly doubt that Facebook is going to compete with Twitter because no one uses that site either. But yeah, these are just my thoughts. thoughts on this entire situation. If you guys have enjoyed, be sure to hit that like button down below and subscribe to the channel. Hey, you, the one watching this right now, click this video. I promise, it's amazing.